You're good. I'm not gonna. You're not in it right now. There's Jeff. Oh, oh.
3 hours later.
Well, we are sitting down here debating whether we are going to paint these 125 gallons or not, and I think we came to a conclusion. So Jeff was a huge advocate of painting the tanks. He said he didn't care, but he definitely wanted to paint the tanks. Mike, on the other hand, was a huge advocate of leaving the tanks bare. I was in the middle. Everyone else was one way or the other. Amanda was another person that really wanted them clear. But I think what we're gonna do, we decided, based on everyone's opinions, and mainly my mom, because I asked her to, is we're gonna paint them. Because we don't know exactly what we're gonna do down here. We know we're gonna do shrimp for now, but that might change. And if we do fish, they really like the back painted, less stress, things like that. So we are going to paint them. Here is what we decided. We got our water coming down. We made a little bit of a mess because there was still water in there. So it started shooting all over the place. But we're gonna attempt to drill one of these just to make sure that they are able to be drilled. So here's our hole that we're gonna drill. We got our hose. Ken's gonna stand up on the ladder. He's gonna drip water down. I'm gonna use the drill to make the hole. We got our template right here that we're gonna use. We're gonna be using this hole. And so we're gonna get it all set up. Mike's gonna do the filming, expert photographer, videographer, and we're gonna make it happen. Okay, so they're getting the water situation figured out. I wanna show you this. This is what we do. We use it on screw so that, and we put it on one so that it stops instantly if it ever gets caught in the glass. That way it doesn't break. And we do it on max speed. So as fast as you can do it, but if anything goes wrong, it stops instantly on one and screw. So that's what we do. We use a hammer drill for it. And hopefully this is gonna go good. We're gonna get the template set up. Mike's got the water running. We're gonna be good to go. Closer.
This is one thick sheet of glass.
That is really thick.
I mean, we're at 4.5 minutes already.
Woo!
Just on one tank.
Thank God, I'm Jeff. Okay, so here's our hole. So obviously a little bit of chipping went through right there, but didn't go there. So it's hard for me to keep it completely straight. Like you can see I cut it at a little bit of an angle, which is what it is. But now we actually have to see if the bulkhead's gonna fit because I cut it at an angle, which is a pretty big deal. But the biggest thing is, it isn't tempered. At least not, I mean, it let us drill a hole in it, so I doubt it's tempered, but let's see if this fits. Mike, will you do the honor? Wait, no, you have to unscrew it, dude. Well, actually, you could just push it through.
You want me to just push it through or you want me to unscrew it?
Unscrew it. Let's get a real test here. The infamous Jeff. Then Ken. Radical Reefs in the house. All right, let's see. I'd say that's pretty good, buddy.
Yeah.
Woo!
Wash down, we're good, man.
It is day 2 of drilling. We just got the second tank set up. We're gonna start drilling that now. There's really no easy way to drill such a monster tank without making a mess inside. And it doesn't make sense to carry them outside. So we're gonna do the best we can. This is kind of like what we did yesterday. It worked, and so we're gonna do it again. We got a ton of tanks to drill, so we're just gonna get after it and see what happens. Yesterday we had a successful drill. I'm gonna try to do my best at drilling straight today. And so we'll just see how this thing goes. Wish us luck. We're almost done. Dude, that's tiring on the arms.
Water started running in something.
Yeah, here spray that real good. So there's a lot of crap in there. Okay, so I have to get that side more.
Rob drilled this hole.
I did drill this hole. So we're gonna see how good, this is the second tank we done. So we're gonna see how good the hole came out. I did a little bit different of a method this time. Obviously on the top it's pretty good. What, is there a crack? No, there's not a crack. That was a scratch from earlier. Freaking Marcus. And then on the inside, you can see there's a little chip. But not bad. Definitely not bad compared to yesterday. So, looks good. You're good. I'm not gonna get, you're not in it right now. There's Jeff. Ooh, ooh.
3 hours later.
Mike's here working. So we got all these tanks drilled. So we got 12 of them. Our goal is to do half of them today, and we'll do the other half tomorrow. We bought this specialty brush. Apparently it should be good for glass. That's what they told me. And so we're gonna roll this on. So what we did is we actually, shout out to one of our sponsors, Fritz Aquatics. We went through, we took this Fritz glass and acrylic cleaner. We sprayed on all the surfaces. We used the microfiber. We cleaned all the tanks off to get all that residue off of them and any water that would be on there. And so they look really clean. You could see there's still some stuff on the inside, but nothing on the outside. So now we're gonna go through, we're gonna do a light coat of painting and then do a heavy coat after that. So we'll do 2 coats. So hopefully by the time we'll start there, actually Jeff will probably start there, Mike will probably start there. Once they get to the middle, hopefully the light coat will be dry enough to paint it again. If not, we'll wait a little bit and then hit it again. And so we're getting there, but all these, they drilled really good. We end up using our different bit. And so you could see like how nice that drilled through, barely any chipping at all. So what bit we use, it's, we got it from gemco.com. Just free plug there. Let me see if I can find it. It's this one. It's like really, really thin, and you can sharpen it. So we actually been using this little blade. After every tank or so, maybe every 2 tanks, we'll hit on this blade. You just drill into it and it sharpens it back up. And it worked pretty good. So we didn't use that much water today, so it went pretty good. You could see all the glass at the bottom of it. But super excited about that. And so this actually worked really, really well. Now it's an expensive bit. I think that bit was like $100. But for drilling this many tanks, you gotta have something decent. And so Mark just got back. He went over and got drinks for everybody. And so, so that's what we're working on. We're gonna try to get it done. I gotta go over and wait for the post office, but these guys are gonna keep at it, and hopefully it will be looking a lot better here in a bit. Jeff just came over and got me and said they were done. It only took them like no time at all. Look at these guys. They look good, man, don't they?
They do. They look really good. I didn't think I'd like it, but they look really good.
Man, that puts it on nice. Did you do 2 coats or just 1?
We did 1 coat on every tank.
Okay. Yeah, it looks great. That's a nice brush, ain't it? Man, does that look good. Yeah, I'm glad we painted them. I think it looks nice. Then we just got to get a specialty little brush to go in the cracks. We'll do that tomorrow. You pumped, Mike?
What's that?
You pumped?
Oh, dude, I can't wait.
I can't wait to see him up on the tanks, man.
Oh my God, it's gonna be awesome.
Or up on the racks.
Yeah.
Then we'll try and tackle in these 12 tomorrow. Jeez. Whew. Obviously, I got some hair hanging out, looking funny, but so stinking excited. Like, we're gonna get these 12 set up tomorrow. They got all these shims cut, which I didn't even walk through, but they got all the shims cut. Actually, let me just show you real quick. We'll walk through. Here's what they got done. Another thing while I was gone, they put these shims in here and they cut them perfect length to be right under the board. That way it's supported. So they got all the legs. You can see, here's one right here. There's another one on that one. Another one over there. So they went through and shimmed them all. There's a couple that need touched up tomorrow, which we'll work on that. We still need to move this rack, but our goal is to get all these up on the rack tomorrow and then get the next set out and painted and have those up on the rack on Friday. So that's the goal. It's looking really good. The way we're gonna secure all this is just liquid nail. It seems like the smartest way to do it. And so that's probably what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna obviously do it up here and seal it to this, or put it to the ceiling. So yeah, tons of exciting stuff going on. So that's what I got for you guys. So excited. Thank you for being a part of the journey. I'm so glad that these were actually drillable. Fingers crossed once we fill them up that everything works. I got Jeff hanging out here. I got Mike over there. So we're gonna get out of here. You guys make it a great rest of your night. And as always, God bless.